Peace, peace, power, and wisdom to anybody out there to get the chance to check this out. Hope you're having a great Monday. I'm on here today um, as a pop-up video streaming live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Finally got my Instagram to work. So if you're on, you can check me out at Soul Fuel IG, Soul Fuel underscore IG on Instagram. But I'm here today to talk about the challenge, the lifestyle challenge that I run every single month without fail. Um, we usually, the goal is just to build healthy habits. Okay? We have to build healthy habits. In order to do that, we have to reduce and we have to replace the amount of toxins or um, whatever it is that we feel that is a bad habit that needs to be replaced. We have to reduce that and then we have to replace it with something good. Um, that's how fighting addiction works. Okay? So a habit is something that you're addicted to. It's something that you do all the time. Sometimes without even knowing, we have it in our subconscious that we do these things, and uh, and that's what the lifestyle challenge is about. Just helping you overcome the mental obstacles that we all have and that we all face. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, we set ourselves a goal to we wanted to actually gain weight. Okay? Uh, to be honest with you, I don't know if I gained any weight. I don't even have a scale to be honest with you. But that was our goal for this month. We set it out to just basically just keep our weight, keep the weight that we have, and keep weight on us. That was the goal of this whole entire month. Okay, um, the month before that, we juiced. Actually, the first couple months before that, we did a lot of juicing. Okay? A lot of juicing. We drank juice most of the time, a lot of mono eating. Okay? And when you deal with fruits a lot, as you know, you lose a lot of weight. Okay? And I got tired of just being skinny, skinny, skinny. Okay? I had energy through the roof. That wasn't a problem. I had strength throughout the day, but I wanted to keep on some weight. Okay, so I wanted to see if I can do it with just fruits alone. Okay, I didn't do it with fruits alone. Okay, but this month, um, we actually got really busy this month, so I couldn't even, uh, you know, eat the way that I wanted to. I had to work a lot this month. Okay, so I couldn't even eat the way that I wanted to. So what I did, I took a lot of supplements. Okay, ate a lot of supplements. Didn't really get a chance to sit down and have too many plant-based meals this month. Okay, the hell is that? But anyway, we still managed to retain our weight. Okay? I feel like I didn't lose any weight from this month. Okay? Most of it was basically just taking supplements. Okay? Now I know a lot of people, especially in the fruit community, are against taking natural supplements. Okay, and you know, me, I've always been an advocate for supplementation. Okay? There's many different reasons why, and I explained it many different times. Okay, um, you know, plants, we need plants. Okay, all different types of plants, all different plants, they contain different types of minerals that, and they're all different. Some contain more minerals that we need. Some contain less minerals. Um, some contain more water. Some contain more magnesium than others. And I believe that we should be eating in a combination. Okay, in order to achieve whatever we want to achieve. Okay, our body takes these nutrients. Okay, first of all, we're made up of the nutrients in the dirt. We're made up of all these nutrients that come from the dirt, the earth. Okay, so our body, I mean, our plants, any plants, okay, if they grow from the dirt, okay, what they do is they make those minerals in the dirt bioavailable to us. Okay, They make those minerals inorganic and turn them into organic minerals that we can use. Okay? Our body, it's not important what the fruit is or what the vegetable is. The minerals inside of it are more important than the fruit. Okay? Vice versa. You know, those minerals wouldn't be nothing without the plant making it into a bioavailable substance that we can digest. Okay. Our body decides after that what it is going to use the minerals for. Okay. So that's why I'm a big advocate of just getting 90 plus minerals a day, okay, and letting your body just take care of it. Our plants go through a process called photosynthesis. Okay. Photosynthesis just means, uh, you know, it's the way of processing the minerals so they can make them bioavailable to us. Okay. Plants absorb the nutrients through the roots and the leaves. They capture sunlight also in the leaves. Okay. Um, they combine the energy from the sunlight, carbon dioxide, with water, nutrients, and that whole process they bring it together just to make sugar. Okay. And that sugar is what we use for bioavailable energy, ATP. Okay. That's why I tell people we need minerals, and if we're not getting it from our food, okay, we need to supplement. Okay? Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who are like, "Oh, just eat your fruit." Fruit got everybody knows that. I don't care what kind of fruit you eat. If you're not growing it from the seed, okay, and you have an all natural seed, okay, and you're growing it yourself, that's the only way you know that you got something good, you got something organic, and it may give you the minerals that you need, the minerals that you need to get through the day. It may, okay, um, but with our lifestyle, okay, first of all, I do love eating fruits, and I do think fruits are our main food that we're supposed to be eating. Okay, I think through man trying to uh, you know mess with the plants and genetically modify the plants and things like that to make them bigger and things like that, I think we lose a lot of minerals that we're supposed to have. I think we lose a lot from the plants. So, yes, I do believe in supplementation. Okay? I do believe that we should be able to, divine intelligence is something different that we have from other animals. I know people say, we're the only species that does this, we're the only species that cooks the food. Yeah, we're the only species that does a lot of different things. Okay, because of our divine intelligence. Okay, so if we need to heat up a plant to be able to extract the minerals from it, so that we can live, so that we can survive in cold weather regions, in areas where fruits might not grow, yeah, we should be able to do that. Okay, divine intelligence tells us to do that or die. Okay, so what happens when you don't get minerals? Malnutrition. Okay, malnutrition without nutrition, lack of nutrition. Okay, I know everybody's seen those commercials in Africa, and when we was growing up, we used to see them, and some of them are real skinny and flies flying around them and stuff like that. That's malnutrition. I mean, those people got you know the natural resources around them to heal, but through suppression and all types of things that they're not even aware of what they should be eating. They're eating porridge and all the cream of wheat and all things like that. Okay, so they're malnutrition. They don't have the nutrition that they need. Okay, um, really all they need is the fruits and the vegetables to be able to grow. Okay. So definitely, I believe in supplementation. Okay. So what we did this month, we got up. The process of the lifestyle challenges. We wake up. We try not to eat anything when we first wake up. We try to keep our eating within the windows of 12 noon to 6 in the afternoon. Okay, we try to keep it in those windows. Okay, but most of the time it didn't happen like that. Just through a busy lifestyle, what happens is we usually eat around 4 o'clock. So during the day, I just either eat fruits, citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are the most cleansing. So when we get up, we eat citrus fruits or drinks as citrus fruits. Okay, they help the body detoxify. You don't want to go against the body. We go with our body's natural rhythm, which also is called the circadian rhythm. Okay, that's one of the things in the lifestyle challenge that I try to get people to follow. Okay, our body's natural rhythm. Okay, so we usually eat around 4 o'clock, which will probably be whole fruits. We usually probably share a melon, just cut a melon in half. It's already in bowl form. I'll eat that, and that's usually our first big meal of the day. Okay, and then on days where we work out, you're gonna need more minerals, right? You need more minerals on the days where you're more active. You burn more calories. Okay, so you need more minerals. So on those days, we may eat a cooked meal, which will be mustard greens. Maybe sometimes mushrooms, avocados, things like that. Garbanzo beans sprouted, alfalfa sprouts, things like that. Okay, they have aminos, that build protein. Okay, so sometimes on our work, not even all the time, but sometimes on our exercise days, we will eat those. But most of the time, we're eating fruit or we're taking our supplements. People think I'd be playing around when I say, um, if you get your minerals in, either from the supplementation or however, everything else is just extra. Okay, but what I do is I take my supplements. Sometimes I'll take them twice a day if I didn't eat anything, and that usually takes care of me. I've learned to do that over a while. I'm really in touch with my body, so I know what's working and what's not. I know what's giving me energy and what's not. Okay, so that's what I usually do, and we usually uh, throughout the day we usually just stay hydrated, especially here in Atlanta. It's best to just stay hydrated. Stay hydrated as long as you can, and that usually keeps me pretty full. Usually keeps me pretty energized. And then when the sun starts to go down, um, you know, we usually eat nothing or we'll eat some berries. Okay. Except on the workout days, like I said, we'll eat a raw salad, something like that, something a little heavier. Okay. Don't be afraid of your vegetables. Especially a lot of my peoples that eat fruit. Don't be afraid of your vegetables. Okay, they're just a slower source of sugar. Okay, fruits are the quicker natural source of sugar. Okay, that can be absorbed straight in, and glucose takes a little bit longer. It takes a little longer of a process. Okay, that those are your vegetables. Okay, um, you know, and when you talk about metabolic waste, those it can give you glucose, leaving the least amount of metabolic waste in your system. Okay, so don't be afraid to eat your vegetables. If you got to cook them at first, that's fine too. Okay, there's a lot of debates about cooked vegetables not having the nutrients in it, being harder for your digestion. That's just not true. I mean, men started cooking food to actually make it easier to digest. Okay, they started cooking vegetables first to make them easier to be able to pull the vegetables. I mean, to pull the nutrients out of them. Okay, now there are some water soluble vegetable. I mean, minerals like vitamin C that you can lose from. Okay, but you should be getting it from your fruits anyway. You should be getting your vitamin C from your fruits anyway. But it is okay every once in a while to definitely cook your foods. Okay, you can do that. Okay, and you can season your food. There's nothing wrong with seasoning your food with other plants. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that either. Okay, um, as long as you don't overdo it with your salt and other things that could be harmful. It's about balance, keeping balance. Okay, so that's usually our routine every month, um, and it doesn't change too much. But this time we set out to actually say, hey, we're going to work out 3 times a week. We're going to gain some muscle. And we did that. We gained muscle without any loss of energy or anything like that. So we did that this month. We was able to accomplish that this month. Okay. Um, there's other people that had other goals in mind, and I wanted to give a shout out to them. There's other some people that set weight loss goals. They were able to do that. There were some people that said, "Hey, I want to go on more live and talk about my transformation." They did that. Um, just a summer of transformation altogether. I've seen some great transformation, and they weren't always. What I found out about this summer of transformation um, is that they weren't all physical transformations. A lot of the transformation was mental. Right? So there was a lot of people getting over the fear of trying this lifestyle or what this lifestyle can do for you. Okay. There's a lot of people that become educated more on the subject, and I think that's just from experience. When you gain some experience, that fear starts to subside. Okay. Um, one of the things that I definitely want to accomplish this month, okay, is I want to do a social media detox. Okay. I did one a little bit ago, and it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I enjoyed it. But this month, I'm going to totally detox from social media. I feel like I need it, um, especially around the time where most people are just super engaged in this election and things like that. Um, you know, I just don't like to be involved in that. It's a whole energy thing. It's a whole matrix that you can't see when you're online. I know people say, "Oh, you got to ignore it. You got to do this. You got to do that," but it's just hard to ignore whenever you're online, whenever you're on social media. It's hard to ignore that stuff. But that is what I'm going to do this month. I'm going to do a whole month of social media detox. I like to switch it up for myself every single month. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, the month before that, I worked out, still ate fruits, mono eating. This past month, we worked out a lot more, and we ate more fruits, more vegetables. I was moving into a new season. Okay, when the season changes, a lot of people ask me, they have all the questions like, what things can I eat? Well, I would suggest still eat your fruits. We live in America, and that's the thing about living in America. That's the one good thing is all your grocery stores are going to be able to still carry fruits. They're still going to be able to carry fruits and vegetables. So I would say still get yourself familiar with fruits. There are 20,000 edible plants. You know what I'm saying? Get familiar with them as much as you can. Now, people ask me, can I eat soup? I'm like, yeah, you can eat soup. You can drink tea. Those are other ways to get bioavailable minerals in your body. Okay. Um, especially soup. You guys can eat soup, spice it up the way you want to. Those are very good for you. That's actually when you talk about Ayurveda and a lot of Chinese medicine and ancient ways of healing, they actually use the elements. Okay, they use the elements of healing. Fire is one of the elements of healing. That's why one of the things I do believe we should be able to heat up our foods. We should be able to heat up to be able to extract whatever we need or minerals that we need to extract from the herbs. We should be able to do that. Okay. Um, the same thing from our vegetables. We should be able to make a nice vegetable soup, be able to extract those minerals from the vegetables. Soup is a great thing for the winter. Our teas are coming back around for the winter. We were able to get through COVID or get through the pandemic just with tea. If you guys remember, people that follow me, we started with tea first. It was Tiger tea first. Peace, family. Yeah, I mean, we should use fire. Um, I even read something before when I was really getting deep into this about fire. Um, Fire even helps the minerals in the soil. It helps to make the. I have to look this up a little bit more. I don't want to speak too much on it if I don't know too much about it. But I do believe that burning plants and burning things actually does something to the soil, where it makes the soil uh, more hospitable to grow in. Um, and like I said before, Dr. Sabi always said, you can burn a plant down to ashes and it'll still have minerals in it. You know what I'm saying? It'll still have potassium in there. That's where hot ash comes from. Okay. Now I wouldn't suggest uh, burning everything, because you could get carcinogens. But I believe that's more burning things that are inorganic. You see what I'm saying? Uh, Burning things that are inorganic, yeah, they're going to turn into carcinogens when you inhale them. It's going to, cut off oxygen to your lungs. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe in that. Um, but don't be afraid to eat and cook food. You know what I'm saying? Especially cooked vegetables. If you're not eating cooked meat and things like that, you should be perfectly fine. Especially if you're transitioning. You know, we used to eat it a lot. We used to eat plant. If you go back a couple years, even in our group, we made plant based meals all the time, and it was mainly from just showing people how to transition, what they needed to eat, what they needed to cook. Monica still does it to this day. She still shows people how to transition, what to cook, um, and people usually transition perfectly fine over. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely not be afraid of cooking your meals. Yeah, we have a divine intelligence. We're able to transmute energy. I call us alchemists. I think everybody is alchemist by nature. They should be able to uh, take something from a plant, whether that plant be fruit, a vegetable, or a herb, and that's what we use herbs for. That's where most of the herbs have most of their benefits from. Okay, it's not isolates. Okay, you're using the whole plant. Okay, so you're using the whole plant to be able to make uh, those bioavailable minerals more available. Okay, more you actually can absorb the minerals even more. Okay, if you put it in a tea or you make a soup or something like that. Okay, so don't be afraid of that. So I just wanted to let you come on here to let you guys know what we're going to be doing for this month. uh, we're not going to be on at all. Okay, so we're going to be detoxing. We're going to be social media detoxing, and there's a couple different reasons from that. Some private reasons, but the main reason is just to reset. I've been doing this straight for years, every day for years. Okay, just coming on, trying to show people what to do, how to do it, just being that example. Okay, and I believe uh, there's so many people now doing it. There's so many people now that took on this lifestyle, especially I got cut off with the summer of transformation. There are some people that made some great transformations. I know everybody that I interviewed for the summer of transformation, they are still going. They're the ones that are still going with whatever they transformed from. There's people that, of course, they started out eating all fruits, but there's some people that transitioned over and just eating other different types of fruits. There's people started out mono eating, now they're eating other types of fruits. There's some people eating other types of vegetables. So I believe there's enough examples out there. I don't believe I hear a lot of people attacking fruit, herbs, uh, you know, herbalists and things like that, saying that we're trying to get people's money. But I don't believe that's true. You know what I'm saying? Herbalists, we work hard um, finding the best herbs, the most potent herbs, learning about the herbs, the adaptogens, what herbs you can blend and mix together. Okay. And we have to buy those. Okay, if we don't grow them ourselves, then we have to buy those. Then we have to make the blends. Then we package them. Make sure everything is kosher to send out. So I believe we should charge. But uh, the people that's sending the shots out at herbalists, they're they're just fruitarians. They just eat fruit. Okay, so there's some people charging people to eat fruit. There's some people charging people to watch them eat fruit. Or I don't believe you should show people how to eat fruit. People know how to eat fruit. Most people that are watching, they're just watching to see if you can do it. Okay, to maybe pump themselves up or something. I don't believe people know how to eat fruit. Like this is what you do: you peel the orange, and then you eat the apple. You eat it. It's not hard to eat fruit. That's not what it's about. Okay, it's about the transformation. It's about the mental transformation. And I believe people that are experienced with that, they should charge some type if they're giving some type of advice or they're doing something like motivating you or something like that. But other than that, um, stop taking shots at the herbalist. Okay, there's nothing wrong with taking a herb. There's nothing wrong with eating vegetables. You're scaring more people away from the lifestyle than anything. Okay? Um, and like I said, this goes back. Ayurveda and Chinese medicine go back thousands and thousands of years. And then here come new fruitarians that have been fruitarians for a couple years. Like, oh yeah, no, don't eat any vegetables, don't eat anything. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So you just discount all the ancestors and everybody that did that work over so many years, okay, to learn what's okay to eat, what's good to mix with this and mix with that. Okay, you're just discounting all those people. Okay, we know it's a great thing to eat fruit. That's our species specific food. That's what we should be eating. Okay, you shouldn't be getting a medal for eating fruit. Okay, the main thing that we should be encouraging in each other is the mental transformation, is to just stop eating the things that are poisoning us. That is the addiction. That is the addiction. That is what we need help with. That's what you can charge for. Okay, helping people fight addiction because it has a hold on most of us. Okay, we're all addicted to something. So that's what we do in the lifestyle challenge group. We try to replace bad habits with good habits. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? And the standard American diet is one of the worst addictions that you can possibly come across. So that's usually the topic of conversation. But it shouldn't be this fruit against that fruit. You can't eat those type of fruits. I hear people attacking pineapples and saying you shouldn't eat pineapples and all these other different things. Okay, um, you know, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Um, there was a time where I was eating pineapples and I couldn't eat it for some reason. The bromelain, what it does is it tenderizes meat. Okay, that's what it does. So I believe if you know if you're eating meat and eating things that you shouldn't be eating, then you should be eating pineapple. Pineapple's going to help you break that stuff down and get it out of your body. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like like the cleaner I get, the less that my body can stand eating a lot of pineapple. Feel like I'm eating a bunch of pine needles after a while. You know what I'm saying? But when I recommended it, when I was recommending it for a lot of people that were cleansing, a lot of people that were dieting, it was helping. It was helping push out a lot of toxins, helping break down their food a lot faster. So it was helping for their digestion. I just said that just because there's different benefits from different fruits. Okay, there's so many different benefits. One of the things that I do if I can't sleep a lot, I'll start eating a lot of berries, a lot of dark berries. I'll start eating plums, things like that that are real dark and rich in color because they contain anthocyanins. And we know that's it's full of melatonin and magnesium. Okay, so those are going to help you sleep. Okay, the astringent fruits are going to help pull and they're going to help you detox a lot more. So I eat those in the morning. The watery fruits are We eat in the afternoons to keep us hydrated. We need those electrolytes, right, for potassium, magnesium, and all those different things. Okay. There's different reasons for fruits. There's different reasons for different herbs. There's some herbs that cleanse at a cellular level. There's some herbs that kill parasites. There's some herbs that are stimulators. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different uses. The creator knew what they were doing, and man has only tried to build upon that and perfect that. Okay. Some of the things, is useful, but most things are not. You know what I'm saying? We think we evolve because we see all these things like shoes and stuff like that, but really, shoes are not even good for us. Shoes are not good for us. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be connecting with the earth. They give us something rubber that actually cuts off that connection. You know what I'm saying? Cuts off. Where's the safest place to be? And we're bioelectrical, right? Where's the safest place to be in an electrical storm? You know what I'm saying? In a lightning storm, in a car. Why? Because it has rubber tires on it, right? So we got to think of things like that, but we can't cut off our connection to the earth. We can't cut off our connection that we have because we're electromagnetic beings. We should, all of us should at least take some time out to ground every day, even though we don't all have that ability to do that. I mean, we all have the ability, but we don't all have the resources. We don't all have the time. We don't all have the same circumstances where we can get out. But I do think we should do that as much as possible. We should be out connecting with the earth. Okay. Um, so there's some things that we think we evolved in, but really we didn't go anywhere. I know we didn't go anywhere with the medicine that we think, oh yeah, we're so advanced and things like that. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that's the reason that we have to take the healing herbs because we're taking these medications, we're eating things that are unnatural. They put in billions of dollars to put chemicals together to get us to just be addicted to this stuff and keep eating it and keep eating it and keep eating it. Okay? And that's why we can't break the addiction. And some of us is generational. There's those same chemicals that they've been putting in the food, uh, from our parents and our grandparents. We're still doing that. We're still eating, you know, and I'm just happy. I'm really happy. If it seems like I'm upset, I'm not. I'm really happy because this summer I really got a chance to see the transformation. There's so many people exercising. There's so many people that are changing their lifestyle. There's so many people that are dealing with the things that they need. That come to the surface when you start being truthful with yourself. Okay, when you start being accountable. There's so many things that come to the surface that we all have to deal with, and it looks different for everybody. But I see people going through it all the time, and I work with a lot of people behind the scenes. Okay, a lot of people um, they call me, especially after getting a chance to know me for a while. They'll hit me up and you know tell me some of their stories, and some of these stories, um, most of them I can relate to. You know, but and then they'll call me, again a couple weeks later, and they'll be like, "Hey, I did this, I did that." Talk to my wife or I talk to my husband about they're going to actually go on a journey with me. There's people that are healing their grandmas and their moms. Just through all of us. I'm not going to just say me through the information that we put out there. You know what I mean? And they're self healing. You know what I'm saying? What's better than that? And to teach somebody how to self heal. So we got to see a lot of that this summer. So I do think the summer of transformation was really, really successful. Really successful. Um, I get a lot of questions also. A lot of new people wanting to start. Um, you know, I got to take a page from Lachey's book. Lachey, if you're still on here, that was the best explanation I think I've ever heard anybody say when they asked how to start. You said, go into the grocery store, stay away from all the BS that is over there, all the aisles that you usually visit, all those snack food aisles and the chicken aisles and all that other stuff. Stay away from that stuff. Then go take your ass over to the produce section. You know what I'm saying? Pick some things that you like, that you love, from some fruits that you do mess with. Some people like, I don't mess with this. I don't mess with mangoes. I don't mess with watermelon. There's so many different choices that you can pick from the produce section. Start there and start monoing. And another thing too, that I always said, you have to stop eating the things that are making you sick. Okay, so throw all those things out. If they're gonna be in your crib, if they're gonna be in your house, if they're gonna be around, throw that stuff. If you don't want to throw it away and you're not a wasteful type, give it away. Give it away to people that do eat. Give that stuff away. Say, hey, I'm about to make a transformation. I'm about to do this 7-day fast, or I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this transformation for 30 days. Get rid of that stuff. That's how you start. You get serious about it. When you start doing stuff like that, it builds. It builds. You throw that stuff out, then the only thing left is stopping through a drive-through. But at least you don't got that temptation right at the house, right? Right in your cupboard. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that around. So at least get rid of that stuff from out around you. Okay? You got to deal with it like an addiction, because it is. And if you don't deal with it like an addiction, it's going to eat you up. It is. It's going to win, because the addiction always wins. If you don't treat it like an addiction, you're treating it like, oh, it's just I got to change my diet. Okay, yeah, you do got to change your diet. Diet simply means what you eat. You got to change the things that you're eating. So you got to stop eating the toxins that are making you sick, that are making you overweight, that are causing digestive problems, that are causing illnesses, that keep you taking these meds and medications and stuff like that. Those are the things that you have to let go. Okay? It's not so much about what you can eat. You know what I'm saying? People can fast and still get some benefits. People ask me all the time, "Can you heal with just herbs?" I'm like, "You can heal with nothing." You know what I'm saying? But the herbs are going to give you the minerals that you need to either break down, build, flush, whatever you need the herb to do. That's what they're there for. They're little mini servants, as Barbara O'Neill used to say. They're here to serve us. Okay? Whatever you need it for. Fruits are there to serve us. They have their own digestive enzymes, and you set a fruit out, it's going to start eating itself. That's what it's going to do. Okay, but if you don't have those minerals inside of your body's going to start eating your body. That's what it's going to do. The things and structure that you have built in your body is going to start to destruct those. Okay, that's where you lose the weight, and you start getting real skinny and things like that. So you have to always constantly give your body the minerals. Don't worry about how much, beginning, starting out. Okay. Eat until you're satisfied. When it comes to fruit and vegetables, eat until you're satisfied. Okay. It's not like you're eating garbage and you're just going to be sitting there, you know, stomach hurting all night long. Okay. The fruits digest within 15 minutes, and the vegetables take a little bit longer, maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour. Okay. Um, and so you don't have to worry about it. Eat until you're satisfied. Um, Other than that, I appreciate you guys that popped on and joined me today. Oh, actually, I see some comments in here. Never get the comments. Peace to everybody that jumped on. Cliff, Rachel, James, Lachey, and anybody else out there that just watching. I didn't expect anybody to be on. I just wanted to come on and say my piece, because I'm getting ready for a big transformation myself. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I'm not going to be on for the whole month of September. Okay, I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up in secret, guys. That's what I'm doing. Um, but yeah, I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I owe. I feel like I put a lot of work in, and all the information that I give is free. All the things that I share is free. So I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. I don't think I owe anybody any explanation. But I am going to take a break from social media and, you know, just to get things right. I'm just going to say it like that. So the people that are just starting out on their journey, so the people that are just starting out on their journey, I want to wish you all the best. Okay. You can still reach out to me behind the scenes, of course you can. You can reach out to me behind the scenes. I love to hear progress. I mean, that energizes me. When I see, I'm not a hater. When I see other people doing good, I see other people making transformations. It just gives me it gives me more energy, and it gives me, uh, what I need to keep going. And it lets me know that I'm on the right path. Okay. So peace to everybody out there. Peace, power, and wisdom for whatever you're going to face coming up. And I want to remind you guys that this is the election year. You know what I mean? You're going to see a lot of crazy things on the internet. You're going to hear people saying a lot of things, and there's attack on everything good and whole in this country. Okay, of course there's attack on fruit, anything that comes up. There's an attack on herbs. There's even attacks on exercise. You know what I'm saying? Like people will always find a way to try to deter you from doing what's good or what's right. Okay. Um, you're gonna see a lot of people, a lot of division tactics. You're gonna see this against that, black against white. Who's the best basketball player? Kobe, Shaq, or LeBron? Who's the best musician? Who's the best this? It, it's 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 their time. It's their time to show out. Okay, that's what they do. That's why they provide all this entertainment to keep us distracted from from leveling up. Distracted from what? From leveling up. From doing uh, what's necessary. Getting up, exercising, eating the right things. Um, Relationships, building relationships. People. I see a lot of people in the groups too that it's okay to be single. Okay, it's perfectly fine to be single. But there's a lot of people that down relationships. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I wouldn't want relationships. I don't want to get in relationships because of this. I don't want to get in relationships because of that. But that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? I've learned through experience and growing up in my era that the more the better. You know what I'm saying? So the more people you have with the same goal and the same ambition, the better off it is. Okay. Even if I talked to my fam about this the other day. Um, Even if I was single, okay, um, that then to me, I would be like, okay, so I have nobody else to worry about but myself. To me, that would make it easier. I have nobody else to worry about but myself. All I do is make sure I do this, make sure that I get up. You don't have to worry about feelings, anything like that. Okay, you don't have to worry about connecting, communication, none of that stuff. All you have to do is worry about yourself. Okay, so teach their own. You know what I'm saying? I hope the ones that are single find them a match or find somebody they're compatible with. Maybe you might not be even looking. Maybe you might not even want to be with somebody. But don't bash somebody else because they're not doing what you're doing. I see a lot of that in the community. People that have been eating fruit less than a year, they're bashing other people because they're eating vegetables or they're taking herbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Just because you're not doing it doesn't make it wrong. Okay, we're amazing. We're an amazing species. We have all different types of talents, ambition, goals, and we're here to learn. And not everybody's here to learn the exact same thing. Not everybody's going to learn it at the same pace. Okay, so be good to everybody. Be good to one another. Okay, but always put up those boundaries. Don't let nobody step on you. Don't let nobody tell you what you need to be doing. Okay, so that's all I have for today, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in here. I'm still on the rest of the month, but I'm just letting people know what my plan is for next month. Um, I'm not even going to be running the group. I'm not going to be on at all. So the people that are in there, if you want to be an administrator, or if you want to uh, or if you want to, what do they call it? I forget what they call it. When let the people run the group. You were interested in doing that for the group, that's fine too. Okay, it's not that I don't care about what anybody's doing, but I got some big things that I need to focus on. That's all I can say. So until next time,